أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقولوا راعنا وقولوا انظرنا واسمعوا وللكافرين عذاب أليم. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah ayat number 104. In this ayat, Allah tells us about the sayings of irrespectable words by Jews or Bani Israel in the presence of Sahaba, the companion of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when they were listening Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In the company of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they were to say irrespectable words, and Allah tells them and warns them that you are not allowed to do that one, otherwise there will be the painful punishment for them at the day of judgment. So we read this one, then we discuss. Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O people with Iman. It means with Iman, those were Sahaba, the companion of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And also that time the Sahaba, now we are with Iman. And up to the day of judgment, Holy Quran is valid to everyone who will stay up to the day of judgment. So application of Quran is for everyone. So this way Allah said, O people with Iman, the people with Iman now we are, and the people with Iman will be in future. So this is for everyone. So Allah said, O people with Iman, La taqulu, La, don't, taqulu, say. So this is one best example of uh, for us by Allah, that we must be respectful to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la taqulu ra'ina, la taqulu, la, no, don't, taqulu, say, don't say, ra'ina, don't say ra'ina. Allah said, don't say ra'ina. Waqulu, and say unzurna. Waqulu unzurna, and say unzurna. Wasma'u, and listen, pay full attention to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Walil kafirina, and for the disbelievers, azabun alim, is punishment, alim, painful. And for the disbelievers, for kuffar, there is the painful punishment, painful torment for them. So we can start understanding of this one. So first of all, the word ra'ina, it has different meanings. So Allah is telling us that this is the best example for us, that we must know from this example that was at the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And now we must be careful up to the day of judgment if this type of irrespectable words will come in our mind from us or from the people who are non-believers. If the words coming from them, and those words, if they give 2 or 3 meanings, or if one meaning is very good but other meaning is irrespectable, we Muslim people, Allah said, you are not allowed to use them. So you have to give the prime respect, the best, topmost respect to Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So you must be more as much respectable to Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So La takulu ra'ina, so you don't say ra'ina. Now we have to look about the ra'ina. So ra'ina is the word that is present in different languages. But in the Hebrew language, if you look this one, the meaning of this becomes like foolish or fool. And same like if you look little bit more detail, like when the Jews, they were just to sit in the company of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to listen when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just to say about the Holy Quran, and they were and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was educating them. They gave Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just giving them some information, advice. So that time, the in the presence of Sahaba Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, Jews were also to sit with them, and some of the Jews, and they started this word Raina. Raina is the real meaning. It is like so. Uh, Listen to us, please. Listen to us. Please give us chance to say something. So look like this one, please. When we say like when we are listening someone and we say like please, when we need to ask some question, we say please listen to me and please give me chance to say some question or something like this. So the meaning was similar to this one. So this was the actual meaning of that one. So the actual meaning of this one, the ra'ina, ra'i mean like just uh, listen to me or listen to us. So when we say anna mean us, to listen to us. So this was the meaning of this. So what happened that time? Like I told you in the Hebrew, it was the meaning like a foolish, and the Jews when they were sitting before Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when they were just to say to repeat the words what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was just saying, and they want to say repeat those one again please, and they say ra'ina, but they were not to say ra'ina, they were increasing the tune of this one to making it prolong like ra'ina. The e mean like they are adding ya in between the ain and alif, like ra'ina, and ya noon alif na. So they are adding ya in between. So ra'ina mean like oh our shepherd. So that was more irrespectable word then. And if you look at the Hebrew, that was also the meaning comes like the about the foolish or something like this. So that was more irrespectable word for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah know. And we can see here one Sahabi. His name was Saad bin Maaz radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He found, because he was aware of the tune and the uh, knowledge of the Jews. He was with them also. He was to know their inside, what is the jealousy inside them. And he, when he listened again and again from the Jews, they were to say ra, not ra'ina, but they were to say ra'ina. So with in the presence of Sahaba Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, when they were sitting in the company of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they were to say Ra'ina when he has seen this one. And then Saad bin Maaz radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said to the Jews that if anyone from you if will say Ra'ina again, so I will cut the head of that person with my sword. So then Allah sent Jibreel alayhi salam, and Jibreel alayhi salam came with this ayat, and Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O O people with Iman, O Sahaba, Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, La takulu Ra'ina. You are not allowed to say Ra'ina, because when the Jews they were starting, and the Sahaba Ridwanullah alaihim ajmain, just to see them, they were also sometime to say Ra'ina, but they were not to say Ra'ina, but they were to say Ra'ina, the simple wording, but like respectable way, they were just to say that way, Ra'ina. But Allah said, Allah don't want that the word which becomes irrespectable, just changing the tune of that one. So this way, for the Prophet ﷺ, the love of Allah is apparent here. You can see how much love of Allah with the Prophet ﷺ, and how much love Allah gave the respect to Prophet ﷺ and the company of the Prophet ﷺ. So so much respectful Allah made it. Allah said, you are not to say any word like Ra'ina. So Ra'ina is the word you Allah said you have to delete it from your dictionary. So Allah said in your dictionary, this word I don't want to see. I want to see unzurna. Unzurna, please look at us. So that is the meaning of unzurna. Please look at us. So it means, and then Allah said wasma'u. You can see this in this ayat. So when Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O people with iman, la taqulu ra'ina. You are not allowed to say ra'ina, because ra'ina has the meanings which are irrespectable meanings in the respect of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They are not suitable words. They are not good words. They make they make even Allah angry. So Allah becomes angry. Allah becomes unhappy. Allah respect also. Allah is giving so much respect for the Prophet ﷺ in the company of the Sahaba and company of the people. So this way Allah said, you are not to say the word Ra'ina. So but you have to say, in place of it, you have to say unzurna. It means you have to delete this word from your dictionary, and then you have to say unzurna. Please look at us. Please see us. This way, wasma'u, and listen to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pay full attention to it. So it means when Allah said wasma'u, it means you have to pay full attention to listen what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. So there should be no any chance to say repeat again. So you have to listen so much careful way that there is no any chance to say Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to repeat again, or to say that I am not understanding, please give me a chance to understand, or be slow little bit. No chance. This way Allah said, when you are just to sit in the company of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are just to sit completely fully towards the Prophet ﷺ with full mind, full attention. Pay full attention completely. Be careful there, and you must listen so much with care, so that there should not be a chance for you to repeat, to say repetition, or to say I need to explain it please again. So you just to be careful so much way. So wasma'u mean is like this, that when you are to say, you are to sit in the company of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so you have to listen completely, carefully, pay full attention what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. So, but even if there is need that if you need again, if you need to say that to repeat the words or something you need, then you have to say unzurna. So please look at us. So it means the Prophet ﷺ will look at you, and then he will repeat to you, or he will fulfill what is the question, to answer that one. So this way, Allah said you are not allowed to say Ra'ina. Ra'ina is deleted now, but you have to say unzurna, wasma'u, and you have to listen completely, carefully towards the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the people who are, who started this saying Ra'ina, and these were the Jews, or they started this one for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because they were, you can see inside, they were not the friends of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even if you look from the beginning, how many prophets they have killed. So the killing of the prophets, that was in their habits. In look the history of them. So even they tried to kill Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also, when they gave the food with the poison to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also. So they attacked so many times to kill Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But Allah and Jibril alayhi salam was with him every time. And you know, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the best friend of Allah. MashaAllah, the love of Allah is prominent, is completely, you can see, visible, so much visible here that Allah has so much love with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Allah likes so much Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that Allah is just commanding us that you must be so much respectful to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You are not to say any word which will go in with irrespectable way. So this is one example for us right now, because this happened that time in the presence of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But now, up to the day of judgment, this Holy Quran will be with us, and this is the full guidance for us, and it is us telling us that we must use the wording for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam only, that type of wording which is respectable, which give only the visible meaning of respect and regards. We are not to use any word which have dual meaning or which has a double-minded meaning. So those type of words, the two meanings, or which is giving us one good meaning, one bad meaning, that type of wordings are not allowed. We have to say only that is the fully respectable word in, like, for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Anyone who is, when you are expressing, when you are telling, when you are saying about Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you have to use the words which are respectable up to the day of judgment. This Ra'ina is one example. We are to follow it. We are not to say any word which has the similar meaning, like it has like two three meaning. One is good, others are bad, irrespectable. So we are not to use these one up to the day of judgment. This is the command of Allah to us, that we are not to use the words which are irrespectable for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So that is very important. And those people who started this one, they were Jews also. Then the Muslim people, the Sahaba, they were also saying that time Ra'ina also, but they were not to say Ra'ina, but that was, they were, Ra'ina was saying by the Jews. And the Sahaba Ridwanullah Alham Ajmain, just to see them, they were starting also to say Ra'ina. So this way Allah said, you are not allowed to say this word. And those people who were kuffar and they started it, and Allah said, anyone who will start this type of irrespectable words for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, like the kuffar, like the Jews, and those people are kuffar, they are disbelievers, and for them, walil kafirina, and for them, for these kuffar, for those disbelievers, azabun alim, there is the painful punishment. So it means irrespectable words, if we use, of anyone use, so that person will get the painful punishment at the day of judgment and will be included in the disbelievers. So that is the warning, the so much warning that a person must understand before saying anything to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, to choose the words first, then to say. That is very important. And similarly, you can see the Jews, they were also no good person. Even when they were to come to see Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they were to say Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum we say, but they were deleting the lam for salam. If you delete lam from salam, it become assam. Assam mean death. Alaikum mean to you. So Assalamu alaikum, death to you, you may die. So this, when they were to come, some of the Jews, when they were to come to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they were to say to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Assalamu alaikum, you may die. So death be to you. So it means you may die. So this was the salam of those people. So what they were saying. This way, because if you delete lam from the salam, it becomes assam. Assam mean death. So alaikum on you, death on you. So it means this type of salam they were saying to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they were so much from inside, so much jealousy they have, so and so much enmity they have from inside also. And if you look the attacks of the Jews, how many attacks they have done to kill Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but they were very rude to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So inside you can see these type of things from this world also. And this is the warning for the Muslims throughout the world, because this ayat is addressed to the people who are with Iman. It means if the people who are with Iman, if they will be joining with them and say something like similar word which is irrespectable for the Prophet ﷺ, so those people will think that at the day of judgment they will get painful punishment, and the place of that will be in disbelievers. They will not be believers, they will not be iman will go off. It means from this ayat we can understand that the one other, the solid and fundamental unit of iman is the respect and regard of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So otherwise, iman will go off from us, because Allah said, this ayat is fully addressed to the people. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu is fully addressed to the people who are with iman. And if you look at the ending of the ayat, walil kafirina azabun alim, and this shows that the ayat started with the iman and ending with the kuffar. Where is no iman go off, then there is what left? The kuffar, the darkness, the disbelievers. So iman finish. It means if there is no respect regard of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so there is no iman at all. So this ayat telling us completely that respect and regard of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the compulsory part of iman, and that is the fundamental unit of iman. So we are not to ignore this. We have to keep it every time. And even now, the people who are to preach Islam, like the scholars, the mashayikh, the those people, those are the which are the good scholars, not for the money, not for the worldly things, but they are really the working for Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like what he gave us, and they are delivering it towards the Muslim community, like al ulama'u virasatul anbiya. So the scholars and mashayikh, they are the inherited people of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and inheritance is the knowledge of Quran and Sunnah, and which they are delivering so to us. So they have to deliver it completely, fully, but they have to keep respect and regard. So like we can see now, it is visible from different sect, they ignored the respect and regard of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and some, and anyone who is just to do that one, the iman will go off. So we have to keep iman safe. And even if you look from the tafsir of Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, it comes that we are not allowed to make our shape, our dress, our wording that we according wording from the non-Muslims. So we are not to follow the dress of the non-Muslims. We are not to follow the language of those people, like wordings what they use. We are not to follow to the shape of those people. We are not to make the similarity with them. So we have to keep our identity. It is the hadith that is in Abu Dawood, and that is man tashabbaha qawma fahuwa minhum. Any person from the qawm or from the nation who will have a similarity with any nation, that will get up at the day of judgment and will be presented in the day of judgment with them. So that is a very dangerous point. So we have to look at that one. I can give you one example, like simple is that here, like when we say, some people say, like, hello and hi. Hello, what is hello? H-E-double-L. H-E-double-L mean hell. Hell mean fire, like the Jahannam. So, oh, hello, hello mean the people of hell. And when a person is in the hell, what the person say? Because of the pain, the person say, hi, hi, hi. So hello and hi give us what you can think now. And if you look at the fatwa or recommendation of the more than 50 scholars of Saudi Arabia, they told us that you are not allowed to say these words, hello and hi. You have to replace it with good words. So that is the thing. So I gave you one example. If we are just to follow these things, we are good people. So, and similarly, we have to look in our society, in our community, in our house, in our family, what type of wordings we are using. And in those wordings, and the if there is some words which have two meanings, and the one meaning good and other is irrespectable, we have to remove those words from today, and we have to change our wordings just to which, and use those wording which are respectable and good with the family members, with the people who are older than us, with the people who are even non-Muslim, even Muslim. We have to treat everyone with good words. That is the best thing we have to use now. Even that we have to respect also our parents. We have to respect the scholars, the mashayikh and wali allahs and nice peoples. So we are to be respectful and use the good words which have only visible meaning of respectful. Then we will be in good eyes in before Allah, inshallah. So the main thing is that is our lesson from here, that we must be respectful everywhere, every way, within society, within family, even at lower level, at higher level, in our home, and in the community, in the country, in the world. So we must be like such people who use respectable words, and we must leave those words which show rudeness, which are irrespectable, even starting like in our life from today. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.